Welcome guys to another edition of SMR Simple Monday Reflections, and I'm going to keep this one sweet and short because it's a beautiful weather out there and I want to get out there and get some sunshine and spend some quality time with the family. So today's reflection is going to be about taking ownership of your part. Taking ownership of the part and the role that you play in your life. And what do I mean by that? Well, growing up, I remember when my parents would be out and when they come home, something in the front room was broken. And then my mother would say, "Who did it? Who did it?" And then there would be an echo with all 6 of my siblings. Not me, it wasn't me. And I found myself being part of that echo. It wasn't me, even if I did do it. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Because I carried that type of philosophy and that attitude throughout my teens. Because I remember in school, anything that went wrong in school, it was the teacher's fault. Or if I fell out with a friend or a family member, for that matter, it was their fault. They were to blame. Everything and everyone else was to blame except for me. The only one who had the power to change things was me, but yet everyone else was to blame. I remember even the police, I get stopped by the police, it's their fault. Or I couldn't get a job, it's the government's fault. There's not enough work out there for people. And what I didn't realize is that I was giving away the power of changing my life in a more progressive and a happy way. You know, when I changed that and I started taking ownership of my part, because you all got a part to play. Whether you think you don't or you do, you have a part to play in the way your life works out for you, you know. And when I realized that, I said to myself, nah, you know what role do I play? How can I change what I do to help me change the situation for the better for me? Because if you don't, that means you're putting the power in other people's hands. And what if they don't change? You're waiting on them to change to make your life better. But what if they don't? What if they can't? What if they won't? Then that means you're stuck with that situation for the rest of your life. And that's no way to live. That's not a good way to live. So it's better you take ownership of the part and the role that you play. And then you ask yourself, well, what could I do different? What was it about me that led to this? And then change how you are. And then slowly the situation will change for you. Because we all know you can't change everything in the world. Things happen, you can't change them, but you can decide how you're going to respond to them. You can decide the meanings you give them. You can decide how you're going to act in relation to them. And that's what I mean by taking ownership of your part, not waiting for other people to change. Like Jim Rohn says, the famous Jim Rohn said, he says, for things to change, you've got to change. And that's what he means by taking ownership of your part. If the reality of it, guys, is if you don't like your job, you need to search for a new one. If you don't like the way your life is living, look for ways to change it. If you don't like where you're living, move. Like Jim Rohn says, you're not a tree. You're not bound by where you are. You know, we all have choices and options, and we need to exercise them by taking ownership of our part. Guys, like I said, I'm up. It's going to be short and sweet because there's a beautiful weather out there and I need to get some sun and get some vitamin D in my skin. So guys, this life's amazing. You're amazing. Have a fantastic day. Stay blessed. Peace.